What is something free from the internet everyone should take advantage of? Any student stuck on paywalls to see studies? Here's a way to get around a lot of them. C-Hub, removing barriers in the way of science. Have I Been Warned is a website that checks through a database of breaches to see if any account associated with your email has been compromised. Edit. Being warned is pretty common, especially if you use the same email for many websites. There is no need to be concerned if you have been warned multiple times. Almost all will be from mass data breaches, and it is unlikely you will ever be targeted specifically. However, it is a good idea to close accounts you no longer use and to change the passwords on accounts you use regularly. I bring to you Radio Garden, my friend. Radio stations from around the globe. Just spin it a bit and click where you want to get a list of radio stations from that country. Great for people who like foreign music, language learners, or people looking to reconnect with something back home. Alternatively, Worldwide Radio is an app for Chrome and Firefox that also has a list of global radio stations if you prefer that. Number of stations is much smaller, though. Unsplash.com// free, super high quality photographs. I also use as reference for sketches/artwork. Pixabay and Pexels too. The Freesicle Network, a free to sign up non-profit website that helps people give away free stuff that they don't need to people who need it in their local town/neighborhood. Their goal is to promote reuse of goods that would otherwise go into landfills. Libby is an app you can use to borrow audiobooks and ebooks for free, as long as you have a library card, also free. Canopy is the movie streaming version of Libby, also just as dope. Stack Overflow because I wouldn't be a developer without it. Project Gutenberg, a library with over 60,000 free ebooks. And also LibriVox, which is volunteers reading books from Project Gutenberg. It's not always top quality, but it's nice to have. Basically people sign up to read certain chapters or entire books and record and submit them. So even the sight impaired can enjoy Project Gutenberg. Wolfram Alpha. They have a lot of cool tools for math, science and even things like nutrition. I owe at least half of my physics degree to Wolfram Alpha. TurboTax Access. It's created by Hasan Minhaj with a list of websites to file free taxes with direct links instead of misleading users to paying. Hasan Minhaj talks about it in his Patriot Act Volume 6 episode Why Doing Taxes is So Hard. https://oldjamesdownload.com/free old computer games. Some good ones from my childhood. Marathon the Incredible Machine 1 and 2, Need for Speed, Hot Pursuit 1 and 2, Underground 1 and 2, Most Wanted, Carbon, Tony Hawk, Pro Skater 2 and 3 and 4, Underground 1 and 2, Simpsons Hit and Run, Final Fantasy, Baldur's Gate, The Lord of the Rings. Tubi TV. It has a ton of movies. Not exactly box office hits, but it's got movies and they change every month. I've watched movies like Fury and Airplane on there. Best part is you can get it in phone, laptop, and PS4 as far as I know of. 100% free. 100% recommended it. They also have TV shows and anime. I've watched One Punch Man and Fairy Tail. If you're a student or are really trying to stay focused at work, there's an app called The Forest. Stay focused. I could be wrong, but it's definitely The Forest. It's a free app that's available as an extension on Google Chrome or the Apple App Store. Basically, you plant a tree, set a time limit, and you can only go on the sites that you've added to the whitelist or your tree will die. It's designed to stop you from always being in social media while you're supposed to be studying or doing something productive. FinanProject.com has a wide selection of icons. I use them for presentations. It's completely free online courses, usually 2 to 6 weeks per course, taught by professors from top-notch universities from all over the world. Harvard, MIT, Stanford, Oxford. It's just like taking classes from a university, with assignments, lectures to watch, etc. And the courses are varied and interesting. Another online use people don't think about is libraries. Go to your local library, get a card, and you get a huge selection of books right on your phone, Kindle, laptop, etc. You check out the books online and you get them on your device for 3 weeks usually. The book then deletes itself. But you can check the book back out if need be. It's completely free. Khan Academy. It's free. Free knowledge. This got me through college, and high school, and middle school. Honestly, Khan Academy is the best. Can't believe I haven't seen anyone say Photopia.com. It's literally free Photoshop, and it's even web-based. My 90s this is more of a novelty website to kill some time, but I think it's pretty cool, and you can easily lose yourself for hours with nostalgia. It basically uses YouTube videos to simulate watching TV in 90s, and you can specify what year you want and what categories you want to see when you change channels. There is also a My 80s TV and a My 70s TV, and the dev has said they are considering building one for the 2000s. I always love the opportunity to be able to talk about archive.org because it is such a wonderful and free resource. It has millions of free downloads for music, movies, books, software, etc. One very popular example is that it is home to a very large catalog of Grateful Dead recordings. There is also the Internet Arcade, where you can play a lot of classic games, along with the console living room, which is similar. They have access to tons of old PC games too, and you can even play the original Oregon Trail online. There's a lot more in their software section too. It also has the Wayback Machine, which has archived more than 451 billion web pages saved, so you can go back and see how websites were years ago. DaVinci Resolve is a great editing software. HitFilm Express is another great one. I started with DaVinci and found that HitFilm is more intuitive for me. Give both a try. See what you like. A fun thing to just check out is the first ever website. Something else that's really cool is the Library of Babe, which essentially contains every possible string of letters, periods, and commas. At first glance it seems a bit uninteresting, until you realize every story, text message, word, thought, the names of every person who ever lived, the names of every person who didn't live, the secrets behind the creation of our universe, are technically within the many volumes of the library. You can search anything you want in the library and it'll find it for you. It's honestly quite mind-blowing. Goodrex. If you haven't seen the depressing commercials, this is an app that gives you discounts on prescription medications. My dog has epilepsy and I save about $200 a month on his pills. The r/bodyweight fitness RR is the best free bodyweight workout ever. It's designed by several experts and absolutely free. Coursera. You can audit a course for free. Free classes, just no grade/test. Quizlet for free textbooks. Khan Academy YouTube videos can teach you to do anything. GovTrack. It's a website dedicated to tracking the bills and votes of Congress. You can find out who proposed what bill, when they did, and when they will be voting on it. Critical for staying in the know. For LaTeX. Overleaf is great. For simple coding. Rep. It is great. For archive of math resources. AOPS.com is great. Patrick Jmt has very good calculus tutorials. Free Code Camp. Its founder Quincy is a great guy and Free Code Camp is a legit way to learn to code. It has a great reputation with self-taught coders. Many websites offer real-time, basically, flight tracking. Not just flight status, but maps and markers. Updating every second of flights all around the world. Updated arrival times. They've saved me hours of waiting in cell phone lots because I didn't know a plane left late or arrived early, etc. Flight Aware and Flight Radar 24 are two prominent ones. Not really take advantage of, but there's tons of free apps to learn at least a little sign language. I'm like 70% deaf, on top of auditory processing disorder that probably stems from my autism, and I'd really love to meet a stranger that signs. It's only ever happened once, when some random little kid translated for me at Starbucks. The site lifeprint.com has awesome ASL lessons. My sister and I are learning together BC. She has an autoimmune disease that's causing hearing loss, and I'm sometimes mute due to a complex condition called speech apraxia. Completely free lessons there, but you have to be willing to put the work in. Free language immersion programs. I'm not just talking about Duolingo. Tandem and HelloTalk are free language exchange apps. You put in the language you're learning, and it connects you with native speakers that want to learn your native language. I've heard of people having problems with speakers using it as a dating app, but I've never had that happen myself. There are language immersion Discord servers for nearly any language you want to learn. You can usually just Google it and find one somewhere. Subreddits for languages oftentimes have their own Discord servers. Google Chrome has several extensions that will translate phrases for you, teach you new words, etc. without any extra effort. You're practically learning a language every time you use the internet. Edit, Gloss, Kypsys, and Langlearn are good ones. If there's a popular public domain book in English, chances are it's been translated and is in public domain in other languages. Usually when learning a language, I'll try to be able to read The Little Prince by the end of my first year of learning, which isn't public domain everywhere but is still easy to find, never too expensive, and usually easy to read. Imagination Library. Dolly Parton's Child Book Club. Sign up and get free children's books for your kiddos. It is a little limited state-wise, but it is nice if it is available in your area. Not exactly legal, but Zed Library has PDF copies of almost every publication ever, including books, magazines, textbooks, and science journals. I use it for PDF copies of books I already own. It does nothing but free up space. www.expresso.org. From their website, Expresso is a little tool to edit texts and improve your writing style. It will teach you to express yourself through writing more efficiently and help make your texts more readable, precise, and engaging. WEBKAY. What every browser knows about you. Professor Dave Explains is great for easy to understand math and science videos that aren't super boring. Bob and Brett, the two most famous physical therapists on the internet, in their opinion. Of course, on YouTube their exercises have done wonders for my shoulder and lower back pain. I take some of their non-physical therapy advice with a grain of salt, but what I've tried that is PT related has worked.